Happy Sunday, Oil Tribe. I hope this message finds you all well, abundant, rested, radiating. Gab here. So nice to holler at you guys again. I've been a little bit MIA with my videos because I had a little 2 weeks there where I got my proverbial ass kicked by the universe. It was awesome. So much learning, so much growth. And I wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about what was going on. And today's video is going to talk about 6 non-negotiables for owning a small business. So a little background information about me. I've had my own business for over 15 years now, and I've also worked as a consultant for small businesses in Ontario, Quebec, specifically in Montreal. I worked in a lot of different wellness studios. And yeah, I've been kind of playing with this entrepreneur thing for a really long time. And I'll start by saying I don't think there's any one way to get it right. But after years and years of experience, accumulating information and seeing companies that I've worked with go from kind of managing, doing okay, to really getting to a place of abundance and success, I have 6 things that I've kind of compiled that have proven over time to be really incredible. And I actually, I want to thank my girlfriend Lisa Kim for this today, because I actually did a coaching session with her the other day. She was like, this is incredible. Why don't you do a video about this and send it to your essential practice group, which I basically tell everyone about. So that's where this video is coming from. 6 non-negotiables that I have been working on and working with for the past 10, 15 years that have really changed the way I approach my work, I approach my clients, and I approach my goals. So the first thing I want to talk about, and we all know this, it's a really popular term going around, being thrown around in the health and wellness community lately, and it's daily self-care, an act of righteous rebellion. Daily self-care can take on many, many forms. So it can be in the form of getting up extra early and drinking your coffee alone by the fire. It can be turning off your cell phone for an hour in the afternoon to read a couple chapters from a book you've wanted to catch up on. It can be, putting your headphones in during the bath and just absolutely shutting the world out and taking some time to appreciate and take care of your body. So I just, self-care, as much as it's important for our physical and mental well-being, our emotional well-being, it's also super important for our company, for our business. To be the best version of ourselves, to be the most charismatic, the most joyful, the most passionate, we have to take care of ourselves. Sometimes that means setting boundaries, uncomfortable boundaries, and holding ourselves accountable for those boundaries, making sure that we don't overextend ourselves and say yes to too many opportunities because we're scared of missing out. Yeah, I think everyone has their own self-care practices. If you don't know what your self-care practices are, gang, think about the times when you feel most grounded, most full of light, most full of love, and write it down. And I think I've said it in all the videos I posted here. Taking notes, journaling is such an important act. It helps us to create a map of what our lives look like, where we have success, where we have some things missing. So if you don't necessarily know what your favorite self-care routines are, that's okay too. Take some time to really note when you feel at your best. And then, yeah, that's it. Really, really make a concentrated effort to give yourself at least 15 to 30 minutes of self-care every single day. The second thing is work with people you admire. So we want to learn from the best. And I think everyone in the Essential Practice team feels really great because obviously at the head of our team, we have such an extraordinary leader. We all have really amazing relationships with our upline and our mentors, and that's so important. Research who the best and strongest and most abundant people are in their respective fields. Read their autobiographies, see what books they read, see what their routines look like, take notes, apply this to your life. So yeah, I think it's so important not only to, yes, continually learn from our own mistakes and our own experience, but it's so important to find people to look up to, find people whose work you respect, and you know, like they say, imitation is a form of flattery, but it's also a form of education. So, you know, do the research. And it doesn't always have to be someone in the essential oils field. Maybe it's someone that you respect in another field. Maybe it's an artist. Maybe it's a doctor. Whoever. Find the people whose paths really light you up, really impress you, really excite you, and do as much research as you can about them. Apply some of their tricks to your life, and you'll find what works and what doesn't. Third thing I'll say, make that phone call, write that email. And this is really a simple point, guys. I think we are all overextended. We all sometimes go through periods of feeling overwhelmed, like we don't have enough time to do everything or accomplish everything we want to do in the day. Making the phone call, writing that email, and taking the time to do follow-ups is the probably number one most important thing that you can do in your business for client retention and product loyalty. This has come from years and years and years of practice in different yoga, dance, and Pilates studios that I've worked as a consultant in. You know, people's hearts soar when they know that you're thinking of them, when they know that you're curious about how they're enjoying their products, how they're using them in their lives. You know, as Brene Brown says, human connection is one of our most basic needs. So, you know, take that extra time. Put 15 minutes aside every day to send out 3 or 4 follow-up emails, messages, texts, phone. I don't necessarily think that the form in which you do that outreach or that follow-up is super important. I think the fact that you do it and you do it consistently, that's what's going to make the difference. Number 4, this kind of goes with the point of work with people whose path you admire. Keep learning. Keep learning every day, every week, every month. Just keep learning. It is super important as an entrepreneur to fill the well from which our creativity stems. There's always more to learn. Whether it's, you know, taking the time to really read all of the medicinal properties of an oil every single day, whether it's watching a short documentary on something that has interested you for a long time and you've just never had the time to learn about, even if it's in a complementary field, you want to learn a little bit more about a certain yoga practice or a certain meditation practice. Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about the country from which one of the oils is sourced. There is no bad information. There is no useless learning. Every single thing that you can add to your well of knowledge will help to deepen your understanding of the world, of the things that interest you and excite you, and will help to nourish that creativity from which all of our knowledge and wisdom springs. So just keep learning. Number 5, this is a little marketing technique that I picked up along the way. I did this really incredible marketing workshop one time, and the most interesting thing that I got out of that workshop was get beautiful business cards. This is a marketing tip, guys. You want something eye-catching that people want to stick on their fridge. It may seem like such a small, minute idea. The marketing workshop that we did explained that if you can create some sort of flyer, business card, whatever it is to get out to people, and it is beautiful enough that they want to have it displayed in their house, then their brain will automatically think of you, think of that business card, and think of the product on it subconsciously. So, yeah, and I mean, Moo is such an amazing is such an amazing resource. Elena was speaking about it earlier this week, where you can get some really great business cards printed. You can even get them on eco-friendly paper, and this is something that, you know, of course, in the beginning of a business is going to cost some money. That is going to be, you know, if you really want to get a professional's help, you're going to have to allot some budget to that. But the impact that it can have in terms of reaching your public and staying present in your clients' minds is a really, really important thing for a small business. And just in that same, you know, in that same subject, take the time to make a good Facebook page. Facebook pages are free, so you don't even have to worry about budget for that unless you want to add to promoting your page. Instagram is free. Take the time to curate your Instagram, make it interesting, send it to people, try and take beautiful pictures. You know, do an online course, watch a YouTube tutorial, or put the money aside and get someone to help you create a beautiful website. Even better than that, find someone who is interested in working with the oils and do an exchange. Website for product. Amazing, right? Everyone wins. Last point that I will say, celebrate everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All of it. The power of celebration is unmeasurable. Celebrating success, small or large, and failures allows us to better integrate the lessons from those highs and lows. It is also so courageous to celebrate adversity and helps to create a momentum of abundance in our life and in our business. Once you are happy and grateful to collect every situation, whether it be a failure, whether it be a success, you will continue to build that momentum, and then every single thing that happens along the journey, along the path, will be exciting. And that's just kind of a little bit of a mind trick to flip. Instead of spending energy on negative thoughts or negative narratives surrounding a situation, if we can learn how to appreciate the lessons that come out of every situation, then our abundance is going to grow tenfold. Very last thing that I want to say at the end of this video, and this is for anyone who needs a little boost, who needs a virtual hug. I want you to grab a roller or whatever oil your heart is reaching out for today. Mine is lavender. I'm completely slathered in it. I want you to take it, and I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just let that delicious sensation wash over your body. A little message to all of you from the deepest part of my heart to the deepest part of yours. You are worthy. You are strong. You are courageous and wise. What you do in your life, what you do with this work, what you do with this company matters. Your emotions, struggles, triumphs, as well as failures are completely valid, and you got this. I'm wishing you all so much love, sending out the best energy for the week to come, and talk to y'all soon. Peace.